guys, welcome back to my channel. It is your girl, Dutchy! 50k subs. Now that slaps. No, but really, you guys are dope. Y'all already know I'm grateful. I love you all so much. And if I could give you one big, I would right now. I've got some super cool things in the works for you guys. I've got a few more giveaways coming up. So definitely make sure to go and follow me on my Instagram because that's where I'll be holding all of them. But yeah. So you guys absolutely loved my sex with men versus sex with women video. I'll link it below because I'll probably refer to a few things if you haven't yet seen it. But damn, you guys loved that sort of thing. So I've decided to make it into a series. So today's video is going to be men versus women in flirting and dating and like relationships, that sort of thing. Okay, let's get started. I need to get me some lip balm. Okay, let's get it. And just a little disclaimer before I start, when I refer to any personal experiences I've had in this video with dating and flirting with men and women, I am referring to cisgendered men and cisgendered women, purely because cisgendered females and cisgendered males are the only humans that I've had relationships with and dated and that sort of thing. So I'm definitely not generalizing this to a wider population. It's just cisgendered males and cisgendered females that I have had experience with and you guys have had experience with. I love girls, I love boys, and that's it. Okay, so before we get into the nitty-gritty of the differences in dating, let's start with flirting, shall we? Oh yes, the art of flirting. Okay, so this obviously completely depends on the type of human, because I myself have definitely met girls who are super flirty and super upfront, and guys who are not. But generally speaking, I had a few messages saying that guys initiate the flirting, and in my experience, yes, like when I was in high school, but I've come to notice that now it's pretty much 50-50. Like if a girl wants to flirt with you, they're going to. If a guy wants to flirt with you, they're going to. Like, it's really great that's becoming sort of like an equal playing field now. But I will say this, I feel like girls are more subtle with their flirting, especially in the beginning, like at a bar or something. I feel as though girls are slower to say what they think, so even if they see you and they think you're absolutely stunning or they think you're really sexy or they think something like that, they're not gonna jump straight into saying that, and they will compliment you in other ways first before they tell you like those sorts of things. It's more of a like, oh my gosh, you're so beautiful, or you have the best eyes, or the best fashion sense. Whereas in my experience, and I'm not generalizing this at all, I'm sure there's guys out there that don't do this, but in my experience, and it's happened on multiple occasions, guys are hella straight to the point. Like, you're so fucking hot, you have such a good body, you have the best booty, with the occasional beautiful or gorgeous chucked in there. Don't get me wrong, guys definitely still call you beautiful and call you gorgeous and that sort of thing. And maybe they focus more on the gorgeous and beautiful when they're dating someone for real, but when they're flirting, I feel like it's very like physical, and that's fine if that's how they want to woo a woman, I guess. But another thing I've noticed, and this is so freaking hard, girls can be so hard sometimes because it's like, are you flirting with me or are you just being nice? And I feel like that is one of the hardest conundrums known to man or woman. Like, you know, like you can tell when a guy is flirting with you, like it is obvious, like there's a difference. It's so strange, but there is actually a difference between a guy being nice and a guy flirting, or a girl being nice and a girl flirting. They are so much closer together than a guy. Like, I don't know why, but it is definitely a thing, and I'm sure you guys will agree with me on that one. Like, you know when a guy is flirting with you, but when a girl, you're like sort of like, are you flirting with me? Are you hitting on me? Or are you just being nice? I feel like as well with girls, you kind of have to drop hints that you're gay, right? Because like, as I said, like touching on what I just said previously, girls are normally, generally speaking, super nice to each other. We compliment each other. Well, in my experience anyway. I mean, there's some like bitchy girls out there and whatever, but I've had girls like just walking down the street, like compliment me on my, like what I'm wearing or my hair or stuff like that. Like it happens. It's not unusual. And I mean, you can try your best to look gay, but even then, like you can't assume someone's sexuality just based on how they dress because they're two separate things. Like, I feel like you have to drop hints with a girl. If you're trying to flirt with a girl or a girl is trying to flirt with you, you kind of have to drop hints. Obviously, unless you're at like a gay bar, like it's probably likely, or at least 80% sure that you're gay. If a girl is at a gay bar, she's probably gay. But like, I mean, in other settings, like at a party or like just at somewhere else, I feel like if a girl is trying to flirt with a girl, they have to drop hints, and then that makes it easier, because if they drop into conversation that they're gay or an ex-girlfriend or something like that, it's like, okay, yes, so they're probably flirting with me. Whereas you don't have to do that with a guy. You don't have to drop hints that, yeah, like I'm into you, like, and a girl will let you know. If you're not into them or you're not into dudes, they will probably let you know. So that makes it even clearer for like a guy flirting with you or a girl flirting with a guy. And honestly, I also feel like girls play hard to get. And again, this depends entirely on the human, but I feel like if a guy flirts with you and you flirt back, instantly they're like, oh, and they want it, and they're like, I'm in, like, etc. Whereas with a girl, if you like show interest, if they're flirting with you and then you show interest, they kind of like, they don't latch onto it straight away. They're kind of just like, okay, and they sort of like, not play the game, I don't want to say that, but they kind of like take it slower and they don't make it as easy. Whereas with guys, like as soon as you pay them some attention after they've paid you like attention, they find you attractive, they're like, oh, and they're so into it, which isn't a bad thing at all. They're both good. Now, when it comes to dating, and by the way, if you guys have anything to add to either the flirting or dating aspect, definitely comment down below, because I will definitely have missed something, I'm sure. I'm honestly hopeless. But yeah, moving on to dating, I think being a girl myself, and I feel like guys would probably get this too, like gay guys, I think the best thing about dating a girl, just being a girl myself, is that mutual understanding of being a woman, of what it is to be a woman, everything that goes on, our anatomy, our feelings, our moods, all of that, which honestly a guy can't compete with. Just a biological thing, and that's fine. Also, my favorite lesbian, Shannon Beveridge, tweeted something the other day, and I was like, damn, that has to go in my video, but it's so true. And she was like, yeah, like she spoke about what I just said, like it's so, like dating a woman is so much nicer because there's that mutual understanding. But then she was like, and if you spend the night, they have makeup wipes. And like, it's such a little thing, but it's like so true and like so wholesome, and it's like dating your best friend. And I understand that if you're a girl, like you can date your guy best friend and it would feel very, very similar, but it's like you are almost like not dating yourself, but you're dating someone that has the same anatomy, has all the same like very similar feelings and emotions and how we tick inside. Also, you can go to the goddamn bathroom or change rooms together, and like it's not weird, and like this is bad, but people like don't frown upon it because they're like, oh yeah, two girls like just trying on clothes, and it's really like you can go to the toilet together at nightclubs and stuff, and you can go in together, and it's just like works, you know? I feel like, and this is not from personal experience, I haven't experienced this, but I had so many girls, lesbian girls, message me this, that girls are savage. Like it's not Mr. Steal Your Girl, it's Mrs. Steal Your Girl. Apparently, this is some insider gossip that I received from some girls that messaged me. Apparently girls are like way more likely to try and steal your girlfriend than a guy. I haven't really had a girl try and steal my boyfriend off me at any point. Like maybe in like high school relationships with this guy, like a couple of girls kind of like fancied him and stuff, but they never really actually tried anything. It was just like flirting, you know, which I guess maybe is. But that was something I found really interesting, and it came up quite a bit. It wasn't just one. So there we go. Y'all already know I'm gonna say this, but U-Haul girls are so fast when dating. It's like you meet on Tinder or you meet out, you go on a first date, and then like by the end of the first date, you're literally going to your house, packing your bags and moving in together, right? No, but I feel like, yeah, dating a girl, things move like a lot faster. You're quicker to click and sort of get in sync with each other and your moods and all of that. Yeah, you just connect a lot faster and things move a lot quicker, which I guess can be detrimental to a relationship if like things move too quick and then you move and you're like, whoa, this isn't working. Obviously it does work for some people, and that's where I think, in my opinion, maybe guys have the upper hand because they sort of take it slower. They take their time to get to know you, and while they might move fast in like a relationship in other ways, I feel like a guy's not going to move in with you that quick, because I feel like they think they want to get to know you more and that sort of thing as well, and probably even think to themselves, is she ready to like move in with me? Like it's not even a thing like they don't want to move in with you that quick. They're thinking about like sort of both parts of the relationship. As I said before, girls will open up a lot quicker, whereas guys really take their time to let you in, and it's kind of nice in both respects, because when a girl like opens up to you so fast, you're like, wow, damn, you're so wholesome, like you're sharing things with me, and then you can share things with them, and it's nice. And then with a guy, it sort of like unfolds slowly, which is beautiful as well. I think they're both gorge, because like with a girl, it's like you really get to know each other super quickly. You know yourself, you know each other's ins and outs like so like quickly, and then you have time to bond and grow and like do things together and stuff. Whereas with a guy, in my experience, it definitely takes longer to get to that stage, and I've definitely, in any relationship I've been in, I feel like I have given more and been more open and honest about my own personal experiences in life and feelings and everything, even with girls, but more with guys. And then it takes them some time to maybe gain that trust. I don't know if girls trust quicker or easier. I guess it just depends on the person. But then when they do sort of sit down with you and have a massive conversation about things that you never knew and maybe things that other people don't know, it's actually really special and nice and wholesome and warm. It just makes you all warm and fuzzy. Yeah, I love both of those sides equally in terms of dating. So touching on this one again, girls definitely do have that mutual understanding and respect of the female body. Not saying that guys don't, because although the guys that I have been with in the past have been super considerate and respectful, and really tried to understand and grasp the female body and what a female goes through and like our emotions and everything, like, don't get me wrong, every guy that I have dated has been super respectful and considerate of that. And if anything was ever going on, or like I was on my period, or I was like experiencing mood swings and stuff, they would always sort of, it would take them a while, don't get me wrong, it takes them longer than a girl to like figure out, oh my god, you're on your period. Like they kind of are like, what the hell, like why are you acting weird? And they'll like take a little bit longer to figure it out, but they still do. Yeah, don't get me wrong, every guy that I have dated personally has been super respectful of that and considerate, and when like I have been grumpy or I've been going through something, they've been like, is there anything I can do? And they sort of like back off and give me space if I need it, or they don't if I don't. So that's good. Guys definitely, just because guys don't feel it or like go through the same things as us, they can still definitely try their best. But obviously they will never be able to like 100% understand or feel what a woman goes through. And I think there's that extra level of that understanding with a girl that a guy can like never really have. At the same time, a girl and a guy can be soulmates. They can be just as in tune as two girls without that level there. There's just obviously can't be that level of understanding and everything there. But everything else, 100%, you can be just as in tune. A guy and a girl can be just as in tune or as two girls or two guys, 100%. I guess also, this is just in my experience too, you get a lot more comfort and affection from a woman, especially earlier. I've dated girls where like right at the beginning, you're super cuddly and everything. And snuggly, and even in person, and like in public, whereas I feel like guys take a little bit longer to warm up and be like that in person, which is fine. Some people don't like public affection, and I don't really either. I like it on a tiny level, but I just feel like guys take longer to show that in public, and even not in public. There are definitely men out there that are more like in touch with their feminine side and don't give a what about any of that, like, you know, toxic masculinity, anything like that. They don't care. They will be super cuddly and affectionate. Like one of my good friends, AJ, her and her boyfriend Ryan are so bloody beautiful together. Oh my gosh. And they're super cuddly and affectionate, and it's actually beautiful. I'm gonna cry. But yeah, so there's definitely guys out there that are very in touch with their feminine side in that respect. And I think that's absolutely gorgeous. I wish more guys would be like that. In my experience, girls have been more cuddly and physical than men, especially earlier on. I think guys can definitely grow into that with you. But yeah, I feel like girls are more into that quicker. And I mean, someone sent this into me and it was like, dating a girl is so much better because you can share clothes. And I guess that depends on your style. But I thought about it and I was like, damn, like I would share clothes with either, and like and I do. Like, I obviously am a freaking tomboy, so I like wear pretty like androgynous slash male-ish clothes. Male clothes. Like I don't often go into a clothing store and like make a beeline for the women's clothes. I make a beeline for the men's clothes. But yeah, I feel like if you were like a super femme girl, or like just really had the same fashion sense, yeah, of course. And I feel like gay guys would have that too. That would be sick, just sharing the wardrobe. But I feel like I could share a wardrobe with a girl or a guy. She's verse. I also feel like when dating, the conversations are different, and I feel like with a girl it's like, and maybe this is just because girls are traditionally more emotional and all of that, what have you, and that's probably a society-based thing. I've definitely had deep emotional conversations with guys, but I feel like girls definitely want to have that conversation more. And do. I feel like there are a lot of guys out there that do want to have like deep emotional conversations like that, but maybe just don't. I don't know whether they're afraid of like looking soft or like looking less masculine than they do, but it's actually super attractive when a guy can open up and have a deep conversation about emotions and feelings and like past relationships and things that have like shaped them into the person they are. I love conversations like that, and I feel like most girls, not all, there's definitely girls that don't open up and like things because of things that have happened in their life, or it's just their personality, it's just not who they are. But I feel like girls generally are more readily open to having those conversations and quicker and sooner in a relationship or friendship than a guy. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, like each to their own. Oh, by the way, and this is super random and has nothing to do with the video, but your girl is on TikTok. Literally, go follow me. Just more gay content for you guys to watch, honestly. But yeah, we're gonna make it big on there, boys and girls. I think that's all I have for today. Definitely comment down below if you've noticed some other differences between men and women in flirting and dating. Let's have a chat about it. I hope you all have an awesome day, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.